one that won the vote was Penumbra Overture, which is it's a 5-hour long game according to Google, and it's creepy. I don't think it's jump scare, but it's creepy, and it's from the same people who made Soma. That's all I know about it. I don't know anything about it. And the Amnesia games. It's from the Amnesia people too. So we're gonna jump in on this. This was made many years ago. So yeah. Hold on. There are things I need of you, things you may not understand and may something to do, may not wish to do, but please do not make the same mistakes I did. My father, Howard, deserted me before I was born. I could claim the loss of my mother, and the letter I received after her funeral blinded me to what I had to do. It would be a lie. Human nature sealed my downfall. My name is Philip. If we're lucky, then by the time you receive this,
Ninja Van.
I will be dead. If fate frowns, we all perish. He's like, I will be dead. And then, guys, shut up. What are you doing? I'm just trying to get to the main menu so I can screen capture it, and then I need to change the category on that. Okay, hang on. The redeem, yeah, I got a few things to do. All right, give me just a second here. So I'm new to this, guys. We're starting new, so we're all going into this not knowing anything pretty much. Other than creepy. Okay, we're here. Wait, did I stop the redeems? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Okay, it's a little loud, I think. Alright. That might be okay. Alright. Yep, categories change, redeems are off. Love your Guild Wars 2 videos, bye. Thank you, Proxy. If you have any questions, let me know. We actually just logged out of Guild Wars 2 a second ago, but I'm happy to still answer questions at any time. Don't forget you played Amnesia and Soma. This game would be a little more clunky. Okay. Yeah, this game has been out for a while, but it's still incredibly high rated. For players who are bad. Why would you rub it in like this? Why? This isn't necessary. This isn't, you didn't have to do, you woke up like, you woke up and just chose hostility. Normal, because this one's insulting me. My story began in February, year 2000. Alright, now guys, this game, they made like 3 games. Oh.
I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it. So when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went, as he knew I would.
Ord Silhelm, the answer to that is no, I did not.
He'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the
He was legally dead 30 years?
My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world-renowned for 2 things, physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind.
A lot of story on the front end.
We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Usually, like, Amnesia is just like, blop, and just like, here's hell, have fun. Finally, we're almost docked. I'd better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I can still pick things up. Using left mouse, and I could take a closer look at things using right mouse. Okay, now again, this game is a bit dated, but supposedly still incredible. Okay. Oh, okay, you can move things three-dimensionally. Always good to have a notebook and to jot down interesting information and reminders P. I think I left my torch in the desk drawer next to the bed. It can be opened using a left mouse click, holding the button down and moving the mouse. Okay, so standard tutorial. Okay. Alright. I'm certain this map's like a decade or so out of date, but landmarks don't change much in Greenland, so I've got a pretty decent idea of where I'm going. Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I've left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get your rest. But what does a fisherman's wife know of a life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need so that you can come home to me safely and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. I've watched those overalls of yours. I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time, but I still feel better knowing they've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout, but I said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything. Stow them well in the ice, and I'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love. Okay. I wonder if it's possible to turn up the audio of the dialogue? No, it's not. Okay. I wanted to turn up the dialogue, but not the music. Let's see. Playboy poster. It's nice some things don't change no matter how far away from home you are. That's a Playboy poster? I thought it was just a lady holding a fish. Okay, standard controls. Alright. Let's see. There we go. The flashlight switches on and off via the tab or hopefully with the shortcut key F. Now where's the emergency glow stick? Should be in the locker. Keys in my inventory. The locker. Always travel with a padlock and a key. Mine's in the inventory tab. Oh, I've got an inventory. What is this? Flashlight battery? Ugh. Could come in handy if the torch runs out of batteries. I should be able to access it through the inventory or with the shortcut key G. Extra batteries for the flashlight. Okay. As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that had formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I'd been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after, and a new hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. Wow, we started dying really rapidly, guys. So cold. Don't know where I am. Need shelter soon. My entire head went numb a long time ago, but I could still hear the wind roaring past. Or is that some kind of animal in the distance? Frozen solid. Must break the ice. How? Can I use something else here? I don't, can I freaking club it with a light? Well, we're off to a great start here. I mean, if it were me, I would use like the back end of the light to try to beat to break the ice. I can't pull the flashlight out, or it doesn't wield it like that. Wow, I might die right now. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Was there something I was supposed to pick up? I can't mess with the barrel. I can't mess with that. I don't have anything to make, like, a flame to melt it. Is there something back there I could have picked up? Here we go. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh. Which way do we turn it? Oh my god, open! What? Okay, turn it the other way. Oh my gosh! You had to move the mouse while holding it to open the door, but you also had to move the mouse while holding it to turn the wheel. Okay, that's it. We beat the game, right? Alright, guys, thank you for joining me for Penumbra. This was an excellent game. I see why it was rated so high. Definitely best game of the year, 2005. Oh, there's more. Jesus, my head. I can't believe I fell that far and survived. Although looking around, maybe I didn't. What is this place? Oh, shoot, the ladder broke. That's not good. Oh, suddenly I can use the flashlight. How about that? Steel rod. What are you? Flare. Why did the... Bring the music back. It got too quiet. What is this? I can't inspect that. The wooden shelf slowly... Wait, wooden shelf... Oh, behind. Flare. Let's see. I could swing this hammer if I hold left mouse. I can make a back swing by pulling the mouse to right, and then follow through by pushing left. The opposite works too. Pulling back then thrusting forward produces a stabbing motion. If I hold down right mouse after the backswing, I should still be able to look around. What? What? No, I'm not sure. Okay, well, apparently there's some items I can combine later on. How do I... What? I don't get how to do anything other than the normal hammer. An empty box of ammunition. What is this place? Oh, that's a lot of ammo. Can I move the shelf? Oh, I bet I could break that with the hammer. Okay, hold on. We'll come back to that in a second. It's stuck. Okay, so I have to go this way. Can I drag the shelf out of the way? Yes, I am very strong. Wait, what? What was that? The hole's been boarded up a long time. The wood's looking pretty soft now. I can't get it to use the hammer. Hold on, I'm trying to practice in the air here. I'm trying to get him to swing the hammer. Okay, here we go. It goes right or left. It's some kind of industrial mechanism, although there's a hole in the center and no way to operate it. No wonder I couldn't open the door. Smashy, was that you? The hatch is pretty seriously solid. It won't open by hand. Someone obviously wanted to keep people out or in. Dude, the moment you did that. Okay, move that. Hemora! Oh my god. I thought that was in the game for a second. Okay, this time let's go over here and see what we find. Wow, this is seriously disorienting. Wait, it went in a circle? How is that possible? Okay, whatever. There's a hole in the center and no way to Wait, I had a steel rod. Hang on a sec. I'm amazing. Oh yeah, let's open the hatch that had Satan in it. This is a great idea. Why would we not want to do this? Okay. Alright. What's up, Satan? It's me, your boy. Whatever I was descending into was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I had never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets. Emergency services at the end of a phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers, all there. If something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was at school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me, friends, parents, and teachers, were too scared or too far away. Is the game too dark? I think that's the idea. Like, we have light, but we run out of batteries if we use it too much. There could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, I won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defense now. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control will give me the chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know I've got it right because of the blue tint to my vision. Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off any light sources, though. So, okay. Hide for a couple of seconds or so perfectly still. That'll make me perfectly hidden. Alright, so this is like Skyrim stealth. I thought I was going insane earlier when I saw that. Like that, I'll be virtually invisible and have some time to get my night vision back, provided I stay still. Okay. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, Rainker. Circle is your location. Office, explosives, northern area, and storage. Okay. Let's hug the left wall and go toward the office. What is this place? I like that there doesn't yet appear to be an insanity meter, like in Amnesia. As earlier I thought that the blue was like my guy going insane, but that's not it. Alright, so there's rocks here if I need them. Office, still on the right track. Loading screen. Okay, not what I expected. Alright, I think I can stop crouching in here. Alright, what do we got? So much history in this place tied up in words and left to decompose. 15th August 1945. Command Bunker. Emergency Airstrip Zulu Weekly Report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipment received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runaway maintenance completed. I've ordered maintenance be carried out twice weekly from here on due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. The 1 wounded figure is no cause for concern back in London. The Germans hadn't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in our workplace and armory and succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. I take partial responsibility for this in that I allowed them access to the demolitions manual we keep in the storeroom, and I'm sure that's where they learned the ingredients. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up that manual in the chest in my office and will keep the key on my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I can't help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay here, but the matter is out of my hands. The base is so disconnected sometimes, I feel as if the war could end and we might not even hear about it out here. Supplies requisition order. Dynamite for excavation purposes. 7 bayonets. Not necessary in my opinion, but procedure states that we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for removing the damn ice that forms on the external hatch, which I had to deal with earlier. You'll be insane enough with the tension this game builds up, no need for meter. Thanks, I hate it. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7C. In order for myself, my glasses are in rather poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage, and excavation of previously caved-in areas is going ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find, an artifact buried in the earth and discovered by one of the work teams. Later that evening, after marshal duty, I shall take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be a man-made, and it may have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can't discover the source of the light which constantly emanates from it. Chief NCO M. Major. 1945. So we're in Greenland? And... well, we're in Greenland, and at least when this bunker was made, it was during the fight against the Germans. Okay. So we got a bit of a timeline now. Ooh. Batteries. Is that the artifact? Alright, we'll look at that in a second. Small key found. Copenhagen Post, Monday, 17th August 1930. Psychotropic deposits at the bottom of Death Mine? Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that mind-altering chemicals naturally sown into the rock may be the cause of high suicide rates at a Greenland mine. The university, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern lead mine last year. They discovered that even taking into account Greenland's naturally higher suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were normally high, at 45 deaths per 100,000 populace compared to the national average of 29. On further investigation, experts diagnosed in many of the miners symptoms in common with the earlier stages of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypothesize that natural deposits of lysergic acid, a pH 4 formula recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties, may be present in the rocks. Great. Hallucinogenic mine. Few locals were conducive to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. Inuit spirits known as the Turngate live in the mountains. The university is awaiting the results of chemical testing. Studies continue. Baxtrin? It's a picture of a British platoon. It must date back to World War II. I suppose this mine was converted into some kind of bunker. I can't look at any of the post-it notes of the other picture. A man, an old man clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before, still I know this man before me is Howard. I call him Father. What the hell? What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. Alright, once more, see if it repeats. I may never get used to that. Okay, weird whispering. That's it. Okay. Rotting wooden shelves must be added moisture from the grate. This whole room is putrefying. Okay, we got a locked chest. The key that we found does work. Big Book of Explosives, 1923 edition. Black match fuse. The black match fuse is one of the oldest, simplest, and most reliable fuses used in modern pyrotechnics. It is easy to create, essentially consisting of just string and gunpowder. But be warned, the chemicals concerned will stain clothing, and as always, due concern is advised. Material required: string, preferably cotton, black gunpowder, and Baxtrin. Oh, I just found some of that. The string should be coated in a thin layer of Baxtrin, which acts as an adhesive. The string is then carefully rolled in the gunpowder and left to dry at least a couple of minutes before use. Dynamite. Invented by Alfred Nobel, 1866, dynamite is commonly used in construction, mining, and demolition. It has proved far safer to handle than alternatives such as pure nitroglycerin, provided that it has been properly stored. Over time, the explosive component of dynamite, supposedly made safe by the presence of the diatomaceous earth, has a tendency to weep, making an old box of the explosive liable to detonate on contact. The materials required: 1 part diatomaceous earth, 3 parts nitroglycerin, a small amount of sodium carbonate. And then simply form into short sticks and wrap in paper. TNT was first discovered in 1863 by German chemist Joseph Wilbrand, but it took some years before it yielded its true potential. This was because of the difficulty in making it explode and the lesser detonation comparison to dynamite. The main advantage was discovered by the German Navy, who employed TNT's relative explosive stability in order to cause massive damage to British warships. Their torpedoes could be detonated inside a ship's armor rather than exploding on contact, as did other shells. Armstrong's mixture. This is the last one. Armstrong's mixture is included in this book as more of a point of interest than as a viable chemical mix. The formula exists as somewhat of a legend in modern pyrotechnics, reduced by those knowledgeable enough to stay away from it. As a death mix. Its incredible volatility makes it unsuitable for almost all potential applications. Materials required: red phosphorus and barium. The mixture can be carefully and slowly mixed to minimize risk to the chemist. Sulfur can substitute for some or all of the barium to slightly decrease sensitivity. Okay, so we got recipes for different explosives. I'm sure will be helpful later in the game. What is that? Painkillers. Is that going to be like a health potion later on? Yeah, your body's basically healed if you don't hurt, right? Beef jerky. I bet that's still good. Makes more sense than when you kill like a monster in a video game, like in the ocean, and it drops like a loaf of fresh bread. Alright. Typewriter? Nope. I can just club with it. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Can I open any of this? This would be a great place to hide something in this overturned filing cabinet, but I guess not. Okay. Alright. Okay. We've gone through the office. Back in the mine. Oh god, is there something else down here with me? Is that a wolf? Jesus, I've never been this scared in my life. I could feel my heart racing. If anything gets within more than a few feet of my hiding spot, I better not stare it out. Anything within my field of vision might panic me, and then I'm a goner. So it's saying don't look at it? Do we just wait till we don't hear snarling anymore?
Crimson Spud, Moonlight Potato.
Yeah, I'm not even that wired right now. Why? It's right behind me to the right now. Oh, gods! Loading screen? Oh no. Wait, what? I'm stuck, I'm trapped, I need to get out? What?
totally worth spending 3.5 hours waiting for the moment to strike.
I got all turned around. Okay. Do you have a health bar in this game? I'm as fit as can be expected. I guess I'm fine. Oh, I'm back at the beginning. I thought I ran up there by storage. Okay, I must have run right and then come back down. Freaking wolf thing. Not as heavy as it looks, should serve as a weapon if I need to defend myself. Really? I can hit the wolf with a drum?